Welcome to PT Den's educational videos. Today we're going to be talking about milk. Milk. It's something that we're talking about for a long time now, and has always been derived as something being healthy and nutritious. Now, I'm not talking about almond milk or soy milk, I'm talking about cow's milk. Dairy farmers' cow's milk. Now, there's been a lot of false information in the past, so today we're going to clear it up. Back in the day, we used to be drinking milk on a consistent basis. It used to be delivered to our house because it couldn't stay on the shelf. Milk can only last 48 hours. That's right, 48 hours. But today, it stays on the shelf and in your fridge for months at a time. Why? Because of pasteurization, homogenization, and preservatives. So preservatives are added to the milk to make it last longer. And then we've got pasteurization, which is a heating process to kill the bacteria. And there's homogenization, which is a compression system. So basically all these things is altering milk, and milk is no longer as healthy as it used to be. But to take it to the next step, milk in general, even pure milk, is absolutely nasty. It's full of lactose, and every single human being is lactose intolerant. So every single human being should not be drinking milk in the first place. Yes, it might have a little bit of calcium, but that calcium in the milk cannot be transferred through your lower intestines into your bloodstream, so it can't be absorbed at a very fast rate. So all the calcium in the milk pretty much gets wasted. You pee out a lot of it. In fact, milk is very acidic. So what happens is the acids damage our internal organs and our bones. And your bones now have to secrete calcium, which is extremely alkaline, opposite of acid, to neutralize all the acid. So back in the day when we used to think that milk was good for our bones, the latest research proves that milk actually increases the chance of picking osteoporosis and things of that nature. In fact, if you look at the countries that drink the most amount of milk, they all happen to be the exact same countries that have the highest rates of osteoporosis. So drinking milk does not help your bones. In fact, it's not even good for fat loss. Milk has been, the dairy farmers in the US have recently been sued for promoting the fact that it actually helps you lose weight, where in reality, it doesn't. And the lawsuit did go through, and the general public did win. So going from that, we have to also think about the simple fact that we drink milk at birth from your mother's breast tissue, and then your mother stops producing milk. Why? Because you don't need it anymore. So why do we continue drinking it? And not only that, we don't even drink it from your mother, we actually drink it from the titty of another animal. So we're actually drinking milk from another species. So we're the only we're the only species in the world that actually drinks milk from another species. So if you think about it that way, it's absolutely horrible. In fact, a lot of cows, when they produce milk, they're not treated very well. They're not very healthy. Cows cannot produce milk unless they're in a state of birth, or giving birth, or they've just given birth. So what happens is, the dairy farmers are injecting them with massive amounts of excess hormones for the cows to go through the birth process so they can actually produce milk. So we're drinking a lot of milk with a lot of excess hormones that are injected into the cows, and that hormones gets passed through the milk and we end up drinking it. So that's obviously not very good for our systems too. Not only that, because of all these excess hormones and the fact that these cows are not very healthy, a lot of infections occur, and pus actually gets passed through into our milk. Now the FDA in the US have cleared and allowed a massive quantity of pus to be allowed to be transferred into your milk. So when you're drinking it, not only drinking a little bit of excess blood and excess hormones from another species, but we're drinking a lot of pus. Now if you think about drinking organic milk, that's even worse. Because organic cows aren't allowed to have antibiotics to fix the infections. So they have more pus in organic milk than regular milk. So that's another reason why we shouldn't be drinking milk in the first place. Every single human being is lactose intolerant. So going back to that simple fact, what I forgot to mention is that some of us aren't lactose intolerant to the degree that we can notice the effects. Even though if you look at our digestive system under a microscope, you'll see the damage and the problems going on. So some of us think it's okay to drink milk because you don't feel any side effects. But I promise you one thing, if you take yourself out of dairy milk, so cow's milk, for up to simply 2 weeks, as soon as you drink milk again, you will feel so sick and your digestive system is just horrible. So I've been cutting milk now for the last 3 months, never going back, and I urge you all to do the same. I've done so for all my clients and we've got massive results, boosts in health, boosts in speed of fat loss, and everybody's feeling the digestive system is functioning more efficiently, and everybody is feeling much more healthier. So please, 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 no more cow's milk. As an alternative, coconut milk is probably my favorite, but I'm currently drinking almond milk at the moment. So they're my 2 favorite alternatives, although there are hundreds of alternatives to cow's milk. Just find anything else that you really like, but just stay away from cow's milk. It's one of the worst things that we can drink on a regular basis, that we were trained to think is healthy for us, but in reality is absolutely horrible.